What up, guys? Take Profit Trader here, back at you for another video. Happy New Year. Hope you guys are killing it out there. Markets have been tough, huh? Hope you guys are averaging down, setting sell limits, protecting your profits, and buying crypto that you can staking your crypto, liquidity mining, stuff like that to make sure that you're building up your portfolio right now while things are low, and then so that way you can pop up when things get high. So today what we're going to talk about is a little bit of a BTC, a Bitcoin analysis. We're going to break it down for pretty easy talk, just so that way we can get people on the same level. It's kind of my little prediction of where we see Bitcoin going. I think it's going to go down to 41,000, possibly to 39,000. We'll see. But we'll talk about it here in a sec. So it's just going to give you guys my initial analysis here. Let's get to it. All right. So here's my messy chart. Let's get a nice clean chart here. All right, here's Bitcoin from Coinbase. All right, so what we want to do here is we're going to check out a few things. All right, so here we are on the daily chart. So that means every candle here represents a day. All right, and where the candle starts and where the candle ends represents kind of what price was at when it started, when that candle started and when that closed. All right, so what we want to see here is we want to find places where price likes to interact. All right, so let's go ahead and check that out. So let's see here. First off, let's go ahead and give it a little trend line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a ceiling, or what's called a resistance. There we go. Let's go resistance line. Now what we want to do is see what the support is here. So support is going to be something like, up here. All right. So and that's to get a little support there. What we're looking for when we're drawing these lines is we kind of want to see price interact both as a support and a resistance on these lines. So we can see here that price has been kind of a support here, but over here we can see that it kind of was a resistance. And if you look back, you'll see probably not at this high of a price, but if we were lower and we look back and there was a high all-time high that was a lot higher, we'd probably see that interact with some other price points. And same thing here. So we can see here that this trend line is both the support, but it also acted as a resistance here. So I have this image here, and this image shows you a kind of a common pattern that we see. It's a bull flag pattern. There's also a bull pendant pattern, which kind of follows the same. Price is shifting down like that. It's accumulating, it's building liquidity, so it has the potential to pop up once it breaks through and pop up through and go up. That's kind of what we're seeing with Bitcoin right now. So let's go to Bitcoin. So price, I think, is going to come messing around, do something like that. And at this point, I see it kind of faking people out. So once it kind of plays around in this little bubble, it may spike out and come back, spike out, come back. But essentially what the price will be doing, it may spike out like this and come back. It may spike out like this and come back. But essentially the price will be centered within this pendant. At which point, once it does break out, I kind of see something like this happening. They like to do it this way. Let's see here. And we'll go Elliott wave. So what I see price doing is coming around something like this. So once it comes to this point, it's probably going to drop a little. 41.39 area. Get everybody into a selling position, because if it does go down that, we're kind of screwed. Then I see it coming back up. At that point, what it's going to do is, get people to buy in because they think it's going to hit up. And then it's going to come back to the trend line. And then it's going to pop. Okay, so be aware of that little fake out. It's going to drop. And where do we see it drop to this area? So let's go ahead and like zoom out a little bit. So if we come here, we see price kind of reacting at this point. All right, so this is kind of a heavy point. We can even see if we go back here, look, we go further back, it's still reacting in this range. So this is kind of a pretty important support, I guess we could say, a pretty important floor for Bitcoin. So it's going to come down, follow the bullish pendant, psych everybody out, come down maybe 39,000, could be even 38, come back up 43, 44, at which point it's going to come back down to about 41,000, maybe 38, 39,000, somewhere around there. But in this price range here, and then boost up. So where are we going to see some boosting up? Where's it going to go to? So let's go ahead and back up here. We have another price, almost, what is it, a resistance or a price ceiling right here. So another box. Let's see, price working its way. So first off, I believe it's probably going to dick around again. So probably once it starts shooting up, we'll probably come over here. I'll do this sort of thing where it kind of goes. At which point, I think I'll be here around 67, 65-ish. We're going to see Bitcoin fuck around a little bit, or mess around a little bit. Do that. So that's kind of where I think we're at. It could take a little bit, like we see here. The pattern kind of goes all the way up to like Valentine's Day. So it could take up to Valentine's Day or a little bit more to come up and bust that bullish pendant. So set your stop losses and stuff somewhere around here, 38, maybe 37.50. But this is kind of the price ranges that we're looking at here. Of course, there's all kinds of different stuff in here. See, we can see price is going to mess around in here. Price is going to mess around in here. It's probably going to mess around a little bit in here. But in here is going to have a little bit of resistance before it comes up and goes all the way to wherever we hope it goes, right? All right, so let's go ahead and see. If we take this low over here and bring it to this high, so what we see here is if we take it from back to August or so, where that kind of low is, it kind of dipped down a couple times down to 30,000. And we bring it to this high of what, 67,000? We see that it's already retraced down about 50%. Yeah, a 70% jump to get from 23% back up to 100%. So at which point from what past there, the next point is 80,000. And at which point, if it does hit 80,000, has the potential to go to 92, and then the fib is kind of broken from then. Then we have to refib it and re-examine. So we can see here, price is staying within the pendant. It's going to interact with our kind of price ceiling here. If it does fall behind this one, it could potentially fall down to 28,000. Which is kind of, after that, it's kind of going to get a little scary. But if it does break out of this pendant and go up as a bullish pendant, we're going to see it shoot up here. And sometime maybe around March, we'll see it hit back up to an all-time high. Mess around there for a little bit. maybe even come down back to 70, back to 58% or 58,000, but ultimately it will come up to 80,000, 92,000 and beyond. You guys can buy Bitcoin on Cash App, Voyager, Coinbase, all that good stuff. Also, when Bitcoin does hit 41,000, this 41,000, 39,000 range, that's when I encourage you guys to buy other cryptos as well. The market does kind of follow Bitcoin, so that way that's kind of an entry point for you guys to jump in. Okay. All right. With that being said, this is Take Profit Trader coming at you with another video of a Bitcoin analysis on today, January 1st, 2022, first day of the year. May it be a profitable year, you guys. Happy New Year's, and catch you guys later. Peace.